Hello, my people. Welcome back to Igbo Area TV, where we tell you the truth and defend justice in Igbo land and beyond. Today's story is very important. Please watch till the end. This is not about politics. This is about justice, human rights, and our future. I want to explain to you what happened in court this week in Abuja. Why the name Nnamdi Kanu is trending again, and why a court has just admitted that the federal government and security forces acted illegally and must pay him 1 billion naira for damages. Let's break it down step by step in simple language. First, who is Nnamdi Kanu? He is a leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. He has been calling for the freedom of Biafra, a movement that wants independence for the Igbo people. Because of this, the Nigerian government said he is trying to break the country and called him a terrorist. They arrested him in 2015, released him on bail, then invaded his home in Umuahia, Abia State on September 10, 2017. The invasion was done by soldiers and other security men. People were killed, many were injured. After that, Nnamdi Kanu disappeared. Later, we heard he was in Kenya. Actually, we saw him in Israel praying around the Temple Mount. It was later he went to Kenya. I think going to Kenya was a visit. It wasn't as if he lived in Kenya. That was from where he was abducted. He was kidnapped. So after him disappearing in Nigeria during the Operation Python Dance invasion, we saw him in Israel. I think at the Wailing Wall, yes, at the Wailing Wall around the Temple Mount. That was where we saw him praying. Then from there, he started his broadcast again. Until when he went to Kenya, surprisingly, we heard he was kidnapped. So let's continue. In 2021, he was arrested or kidnapped. Some say arrested, kidnapped, but the actual fact is that he was kidnapped, depending on who you ask. And he was brought back to Nigeria to face trial again. You know why I say depending on who you ask? The Nigerian media, the people who are anti-IPOB will tell you he was arrested. But the fact is that he was kidnapped. So he was brought back again, according to them, to face trial in Nigeria. The government said he used Radio Biafra to call for sit-at-home and incite people against Nigeria. They said he caused fear, shutdown of markets, schools, and banks in the southeast, and maybe in the name of sit-at-home. There was nothing like Monday sit-at-home during Nnamdi Kanu's time broadcasting, before he was being held in DSS custody in 2021. There was nothing like sit-at-home except the Biafra Heroes Day sit-at-home. That is the only sit-at-home we know. The current Monday sit-at-home that is still ongoing, that has brought a lot of disaster, whichever way it has come from, maybe from the security operatives or from the ones called UGM, whatsoever, is a sit-at-home that came after he was being placed in custody. So you see the difference. We know of the Biafra Heroes Day, the Offensala Day, a day people just play at home, they don't go to work. We know of that. They shut down. And I'm not aware it is by force. I'm not aware. So back to our story. But now something has happened in court that is changing the story. On Wednesday, May 21st, 2025, the Federal High Court in Abuja accepted an important document. It is a judgment from the Abia State High Court. That court already ruled in 2022 that what happened in 2017, the invasion of Kanu's home, was illegal. That is another offense. You see, there are several grounds. Some people are, speculating why Nnamdi Kanu does not need to go through this trial. You see, they are talking about the illegal renditioning, then the inversion of his home. Prior to that inversion, Nnamdi Kanu has had a court case. He was supposed to come to Abuja for the court case. Now, if it is a country that is very disciplined, with the army that is disciplined, they will not mere things. They will allow him to come to court. Now, if he didn't come to court, that is when, okay, go and bring him. But they invaded his home. A lot of people died. And we don't know what really happened later. Okay, so definitely somebody will run for his life. Later we saw him in Israel. Let's ride on. So on Wednesday, May 21st, 2025, the Federal High Court in Abuja accepted an important document. It is a judgment from the Abia State High Court. That court already ruled in 2022, like we already told you, that what happened in 2017, the invasion of Kanu's home, was illegal. The court said it violated his right to life, freedom, security. They said that the Nigerian army, DSS, and other security agencies must pay 1 billion naira as damages. So they are awarding 1 billion naira to Nnamdi Kanu to be paid by the army, the DSS, and other security agencies. The court in Abuja has now admitted that judgment as evidence in the ongoing treason trial. Did I say treason trial? Somebody said they have changed it from treason trial to terrorism trial. Whichever way we are watching. So it means that the same government that is persecuting Kanu has now already been found guilty of violating his right before. Isn't that serious? This same government that is persecuting him has been found guilty now of, previously violating his rights. That is very serious. We are watching to see what will be the outcome of this trial. So, during the court session, a DSS officer gave testimony. He was given a code name, BBB. He said that DSS did not arrest Kanu in Kenya. He said DSS only works inside Nigeria. When asked if the arrest was legal or illegal, he said he didn't know. He's dealing with lawyers. They did not arrest him in Kenya. How did they get hold of him? Oh, he was walking in the streets of Nigeria and they picked him up. How did they get hold of him? They did not arrest him in Kenya. Where did they get hold of him? So when asked whether, the lawyer, the interrogation, whether the arrest was legal, they call it arrest, was it legal or illegal? He said he didn't know. He also said that Radio Biafra is not licensed and that Kanu asks people to enforce it at home. But here is where things get interesting. Now, listen carefully. This is where it gets interesting. Now, when asked if he knew about court judgment saying the home invasion was illegal, he said yes. He read it in the newspaper. Okay? He said he read it in the newspaper. So the invasion of Nnamdi Kanu's home, prior to some days that he was supposed to go to court, is illegal. Then Kanu's lawyer gave him the real judgment document in the court to read. He read it and saw clearly that the federal government, the Nigerian Army, DSS, and others were found guilty by the Abia High Court. Now, my people, let us reason. How can a government that is guilty of violating someone's right now say the same person is a criminal? A government that is guilty of violating someone's right, how can they now say the same person is a criminal? Shouldn't they fix what they did wrong first? Shouldn't they fix what they did wrong first? The court has already said that Kanu's home was attacked illegally. He was not fighting with guns. He was speaking. broadcasting and demanding a referendum for Biafra, just like Scotland is doing in Britain. Yes. You know, for some here, an abomination. They want to go. You want to stay. You hear rants like they want to go. Oh, you want to stay. Stay and do what, Kwan? In the name of one Nigeria, we are being overrun by people who were imported from outside. And you say, stay. Stay and do what? People who are, they are telling you, these particular people, they are telling you they are their brothers, that Nigeria is their base. If Nigeria is your base, why not maintain your north? The north has vast land. No, they are coming to the south, attacking southerners. They are poured themselves into our bushes and forests. At every given opportunity, they come out and attack us. And some people are saying, we want freedom, want to go. And you are saying, they want to go. Can you imagine? They like division. Your sense, not the work. So I want to tell you, bring to your notice that Scotland is demanding the same thing. In case you don't know. The other day, Ambazonia. It is not wrong. So why is Kanu still on trial for treason? Why is he being kept in DSS custody when a court has already ruled that the government acted unlawfully? This is the question many people are asking now. Yes. If they are not asking, it is ringing on their minds. The case is no longer just about one man. It is about freedom of speech, human rights, and respect for the rule of law. If Nnamdi Kanu can be treated like this, anybody can be treated like this tomorrow. Today it is Nnamdi Kanu. Tomorrow it can be you, your brother, your sister. That is why this case is so important. And remember, this is not about whether you support IPOB or not. This is about whether the government should obey its own laws and respect the rights of citizens. My people, we must stay informed. We must speak up for justice. We must tell the truth, even if it's not popular. Yes, sometimes the truth is not popular, but we must stand by it. If the court says Nnamdi Kanu's rights were violated, then the government must obey that judgment. They must respect human rights. They must stop using force to silence voices asking for freedom. This is Igbo Area TV. We will continue to speak truth to power. Please share this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let us know, do you think justice is being served in Nnamdi Kanu's trial? Till next time, stay strong. Bye-bye for now.